All right, the Power BI update for April 2026 has landed, and wow, it's packed with some really good stuff for report authors. This whole release really boils down to three big themes that I think you're going to find make a huge difference in how you work.
So first up, they're making things more predictable, so you get those consistent results every single time you hit build. Next, it's all about being more flexible. This is going to unlock some really cool new ways for you to design your visuals and, get creative with your data models.
And finally, just making everything more powerful. And that's across the board, whether you're on your desktop, in the web service, or even on your phone.
All right, let's dive right in. We're going to start with the updates you'll notice right away. The stuff that affects how your reports look and feel. All the visual and design improvements.
Okay, first up, and this is a big one, layout control. If you've ever used card visuals or button and list slicers, you know the struggle with the old fit-to-space auto grid, right? Well, that's changing. Now you can choose fixed size and define the exact pixel dimensions. This is honestly a game changer for anyone who obsesses over getting things just right. We're talking pixel-perfect layouts every single time. It's fantastic for brand consistency.
And they didn't just stop there. There's a whole bunch of smaller, targeted fixes that solve those little annoyances that drive us all crazy. You know how scatter chart bubbles sometimes get cut off at the edge? Well, there's a new auto-fit markers option that takes care of that. Or how about wanting your bar chart to start right at your data, not way back at 0? Yep, the rounded range options are here for that. It's these little things, plus the others you see here, that just make the whole process feel so much smoother.
Okay, this next one, it's awesome, especially if you deal with a lot of older reports. There's a new base theme switcher right inside the theme customization dialog. What does that mean? It means you can take a report built, say, 5 years ago, and with just a couple of clicks, bam, it has the latest modern look. It's a lifesaver. And for fun, you can even go back in time and apply a retro 2018 theme, which is a pretty cool way to see just how far the design has come.
And to wrap up the design updates, we've got a few more nice quality of life improvements. You've now got preset canvas sizes for common formats like 1080p and 4K, which just speeds up that initial setup. The theme gallery got an update, and thank goodness, some of those annoying bugs with tables and matrices like the missing plus-minus icons are finally squashed. All these little things really add up to a more consistent and just, faster way of working. All right, let's switch gears and talk about something really exciting, AI. This month, there's a huge leap forward with Copilot, especially for getting insights when you're on the go. And here it is, the headline feature. This is huge. It's not just about getting a simple summary on your phone anymore. We're talking about full, open-ended conversations with your data right inside the Power BI mobile app. This is true conversational BI in your pocket. So, what does that actually look like when you're using it? Well, you could start by asking a really broad question. Then, you can ask follow-up questions to dig deeper and deeper. You can even ask Copilot to just create a new visual for you, right there on your tablet on the fly. And this is key, you can actually trust the answers, because every single insight comes with citations, so you know exactly what data Copilot used. And these AI improvements aren't just for mobile. Back on the desktop, the narrative visual now opens in Copilot mode right from the get-go, which just makes it quicker to start. Plus, and this is great, the character limit for your prompts has been bumped up, way up to 10,000 characters, so you can get much more detailed and specific with your requests for those AI-generated summaries.
Okay, time to shift gears again. We're going to look under the hood at some really powerful new updates for all you data modelers out there. This is where we get into some seriously cool new flexibility.
Now, before we jump into the features, let's do a quick refresher on Direct Lake, just to make sure we're all on the same page. Really, you can think of it as the best of both worlds. You get that super fast performance of import mode combined with the real-time data access you get from Direct Query. And the best part? No duplicating data. It's a core part of Microsoft Fabric.
So here's the big news. Direct Lake models just got a major upgrade. You can now, finally, create calculated columns and tables that reference Direct Lake sources. This is huge because it means you can extend your model without having to set up and manage data refreshes. And there's more. Calculated columns across all modes, import, direct query, and Direct Lake, can now react dynamically to the user. This opens up incredible new possibilities, like on-the-fly language translations for your data based on who's looking at the report.
And just a quick one here for all the DAX pros, the name of function got a nice little enhancement. It now has optional parameters, which gives you way more precise control over how object names are returned. Super handy for reusing code and making your display labels more dynamic.
Okay, let's start to wrap things up. We've got a couple of important housekeeping notes and then a really to highlight. So first, the housekeeping. This is an important one. The old classic file picker experience in Power BI Desktop, it's now officially gone. It's been fully deprecated. The modern file picker is now the default, period. You don't need to do anything, but just know that that old toggle to switchback, well, it's not there anymore.
And that just about does it. So we've got tools that are more predictable, more flexible, and more powerful than ever. With all this new capability at your fingertips, it really just leaves one big question: what are you going to build next? Thanks for tuning in to this Update Explainer.